What's up? I see like someone's here, but I don't know who it is. What's up? How are you? How's life? I'm excited to see Royce Key's debut tonight. I think it's gonna be fire. But I low key, they didn't say who he's gonna face off with. I'm wondering if it's gonna be freaking Kit Wilson because Kit Wilson's not really doing anything. Like, you know, besides the jelly roll stuff. So I wonder if they're gonna be like, you're toxic. And then he just attacks. That would be crazy work. Hi, Brandon. How are you doing? Life is good, and what about you? I'm good. I'm good. How's your day been? You excited for Smackdown? I am low key. I'm kind of nervous. Last week kind of threw me for a doozy, so I'm gonna be optimistic though. I'm gonna be optimistic. Try to be anyway. Like I don't even know what's all on the card tonight. I'm not doing my job. I'm not doing my job. Okay, let me see. Let me see. WWE. I know Rhea. We have Rhea and Jade again. Which, to be honest, um, to be 1,000% honest, the Mania build has not been all that for me personally. But I feel like the matches are going to be really good. I'm excited for the matches because for one, Oba and Brock cook. I'll be really mad that's a squash match. I feel like there's no reason on God's green earth for Oba and Brock to be a squash match. Um, Liv and Stephanie. I love Liv and Stephanie. I be seeing some people think like it's not a good enough build. I disagree. I think Liv and Stephanie have been cooking. Um, I'm not super. Don't get me, but I'm not really super stoked for CM Punk and Roman. I kind of feel like just Roman's gonna win. I don't really have expectations there. I am excited for the aftermath of that though, because I do think we'll get Seth and Roman, which I've been wanting for a while. I kind of would rather that at WrestleMania. I feel like that's a WrestleMania storyline. Um, Jade and Rhea has not been hitting for me, so I'm not even really. I feel like Rhea Ripley's gonna win. What else? I'm excited for the what is it? The ladder match with the men. Cook. The women's fatal four way tag team. Hi Ricardo, what's up? What's up? Um, the women's fatal four way match. I think that's gonna be good. I do think you can look, but you can't touch is walking out as champs for sure. For sure. Technical difficulties. Terrible. My bad. Brandon, to be honest, you're not really missing much. SmackDown, for me, SmackDown has not been at its potential, at its full peak. Like the best things, in my opinion, on SmackDown, Trick Williams has been carrying SmackDown on his back. Carmelo Hayes was, but they took the load off his back, and now I don't know what's going on there. Rhea and Jade is not hitting for me. I feel like it could be so much better than it is, and I hate that, but it really could. I feel like it could be so much better. Um, what else on SmackDown has been good? Carmelo Hayes' US champ was cooking, and they were just like, "Don't cook anymore." So I don't even. What else on SmackDown? They kind of ruined Randy and Cody for me. And Pat McAfee's supposed to be there tonight to say a bunch of nothing, so I'm not really. And I'm still mad that they messed up Randy and Cody. Hurt my heart. That was the one storyline. I was like, Cook, The Rock. That was my one storyline. And they were just like, psych, you thought. And they snatched it and they ruined it. And I'm trying to be so optimistic because I try not to be like negative, but that hurt seeing Pat McAfee. Because at first I was kind of like, okay, whatever. And then I slept and I woke up and I was just like, okay, no, because I don't like that. And it's crazy because they're having WrestleCon in Vegas. WrestleMania weekend, obviously it's in Vegas. They literally that Saturday announced that Ted DiBiase Jr. is going to be there. And I was like, that's messy. They're messy for that. I don't know. I low-key want to meet them and be like, did they ever reach out to you? I feel like, I'm just like, Ted, we need you. Ted, the streets need you. Ted. Ted. No, y'all. I wanted Ted DiBiase Jr. to come out so bad. I feel like I tricked myself. I got myself hyped up. I had expectations. And it just didn't happen. I'm still going to hold out hope for Cody and Randy. I'm going to see what Pat McAfee has to say. But it's also weird to me because it's like Randy Orton doesn't need, not that Pat is his manager, but it feels very manager-like, you know? And I'm like, Randall Keith does not need a manager. I feel like I'm just complaining. I need to take a chill pill. I need to take a chill pill. I'm just like, I chill out. I'm tripping. I said they should have used his scam himself is so funny. I said they should have used his scam himself. He was found not guilty. Perfect opportunity, Ricardo. That's what made me mad. Because, boom, Ted DiBiase Jr. was like legit on Twitter in the background playing me for a fool. People don't get it. I don't get it. It makes me so mad. He would have been perfect. He would have been so perfect. But they don't want it to be perfect. It hurt because I've been looking forward to Cody and Randy for so long. So long. For them to add Pat in there, that hurt my heart. I should have knew better though. But Pat McAfee is the last person that I would have thought to be added. I'll tell you that right now. I don't really watch Law and Order, and that's on right now before Smackdown. And I'm just like, oh, what's going on here? I'm intrigued. Or I'm nosy. What's going on with this man? I need to start watching Law and Order. Slacking. CM Punk Red Pat for filth and it warmed my heart, Ricardo. I was so happy when CM Punk was going on a rant. And that's wild. Did you see people online were mad at him? Like people online were like really upset with CM Punk. And they were just like, he's a hypocrite. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, y'all, it's a promo for wrestling, for WrestleMania. Y'all, please. But I noticed like Roman's fan base does not play about him. They don't play about that man at all. I'm not mad. Do it again. Facts. I thought that promo was fire, and I really like the way like CM Punk really ran down the list of eat people alive. He was like, "Oh, you, and nothing," and like he literally was in his mind thinking of who he's gonna cook up as he was talking, and I loved every bit of it. Loved every bit of it. Run it back, as Jay Uso would say. I was here for it because I feel like some of that stuff needed to be said, especially like the TKO thing, ticket sales, lower your prices. Because when I tell y'all they're having like 8,000 deals on WrestleMania tickets. I feel like every week I get something. Like the other day, if you had tickets for WWE World, you got like, I think it was like a 30 or 40% off discount for WrestleMania tickets. Today, they had like 30% off for tickets for Raw, SmackDown, and the Hall of Fame shows. And I'm like, dang, I've never seen them have this many sales, especially Mania weekend stuff. Never. Them tickets are not selling crazy. And it's sad because like I think the Mania card is really good. It's just the builds haven't been what they could be, and it's sad because there's so much potential. There's so much potential. That's now the one storyline that don't need an extra person. Yeah, that's how you feel. I don't know. Hopefully they like do something cool at Royce Keys tonight. We'll see though. I feel like he's gonna fight Kit Wilson for some reason. Or he gonna fight somebody that's like a jobber. But who could that be? Because I feel like Kit Wilson fits, and I'm not even trying to be funny or play Royce Keys, but I feel like they do stuff like how when Oba came and they were just feeding people to Oba. I'd see that for Royce Keys for some reason. I don't know. Especially them having Royce Keys like not really doing anything for a while. And now we get like this video package and it's just like boom, boom, bam. I'm feeling Kit Wilson for some reason. And I hope I'm wrong. It would be cool if Royce Keys got like an actual feud with somebody. Smackdown be losing me though. I'm not gonna hold you. I just be confused. I'll be like, how we get here? Oh, 7 minutes. But I'm kind of like, I don't even know what all else. Oh my gosh, how are these thoughts? How are you? How are you? I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by, even if it's for a little bit. Because you're about to stream for SmackDown too, right? If you're not, check out Ricardo and hear these thoughts. The homies. They do wrestling content and they're really cool. Cool. I hope you have a good stream. I hope you like SmackDown. Hopefully Danhausen is here. All right, cool. Yeah, Ricardo's really cool. She does wrestling content, and she does the Days of Our Lives. I forgot what the other one you do. I'm slacking, but yeah, she's really cool. You guys check each other out. The only thing I was like, sir, was when Punk mentioned football and Roman. I was like, no, we know why. Why he didn't go back. Oh my gosh. No, and it's so crazy because I genuinely feel like CM Punk, in terms of like the promo parts, I feel like he's been carrying. And people get online and they really like kind of cook up CM Punk really hard. And they're like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, y'all, CM Punk has really been cooking with these promos. I know y'all love Roman, but we gotta be honest at some point. Oh my gosh, hi Ed, what's up? Thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. How are you? How's life? Are you ready for SmackDown? I'm about to see what else is on the SmackDown card because I just know Royce Keys is gonna debut. I know Rhea. They just have a lot of appearances. I didn't see a lot for matches. Let me see the WWE SmackDown preview. I used to be like so on these previews. I know that Patty Cake Baker's man's gonna be there to talk about Randy and Cody. Okay, so boom, we're do this in real time. Yes, I just found out he will debut tonight. Yeah, I found out earlier. I like watched the video package before I got on here, and I was like, "Oh, I like this. I like this." Who do y'all think Royce Keys is gonna debut against? I have like a idea that I think's gonna happen, but we're gonna see. I hope I'm wrong because it would be really crazy and people would be really mad. Okay, so we got Patty Cake Baker's man. I'm gonna start calling Pat McAfee that. Just jokes. Yeah, Pat's there to talk about Randy and Cody. Drew and Jacob's gonna be really good. I'm excited for that match. I'm not gonna hold you. Rhea Ripley will address Jade Cargill's attack on Io Sky. Samuel Zayn is out for payback against Trick Williams and Lil Yachty. And Royce Keys makes his debut. Oh, Bailey's fighting Alexa. That's gonna be good. I'm excited for WrestleMania. The builds haven't been, I agree with people when they say like the builds have been kind of like, I get that wholeheartedly, but I do think like just in general, when you look at just the WrestleMania card, it's a really good card. I think it has the potential to be amazing. And the goatiest of all goats will be hosting, so why would it not be good? I'm gonna faint when he comes out. When I hear that, I'm gonna faint. I'm gonna be passed out. I'm like, hey guys, this was me at WrestleMania before I passed out when John Cena's music hit. Cause last time I saw John, I guess everybody, not just me, I went to like his when he retired Saturday Night's Main Event. That was one of the saddest weekends of my life. I was hurt. I was so hurt. I was like, not John. How do y'all feel about Gunther and Seth Rollins? I see a lot of mixed reviews, but I think it's gonna be a good match. I'm excited about it. I think it's gonna be fire. Well, we got 3 minutes. Uh-oh. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. I think Gunther will pull it off. Me too. Ed, I kind of have this theory where I was like, could you, well, you tell me, actually, because I'm not even on creative like that. you know? So I was kind of like, could you see like I saw stuff saying Braun Breaker, he's like trying to get cleared, or maybe he's trying or something. Could you see maybe like a masked person come, like a hoodie person come, and it's like Braun Breaker, and then he like spears Seth Rollins, but they don't fight or anything because maybe he's not clear, and maybe at like Backlash they fight because I kind of feel like Seth is gonna go against the Vision before he gets back his title. I just feel it, and I also feel like I'm hoping. I kind of want Roman Reigns to win because I do want to see Seth and Roman really bad, like really bad. I know we've seen it before, but like run it back immediately, run it back. But I'm wondering if Braun's gonna come out and then like call Seth the match because I feel like it'd be kind of. I mean, they can do what they want, but I feel like it would kind of suck if Gunther did lose to Seth because I feel like they built Gunther so crazy and he's just taken out everyone I love and cherish. So I feel like to have him lose at Mania would be kind of wild. Hi, John. How are you doing? So he has more of a claim to challenge Brock. Oh, that's true. That's true. I was thinking that too. I saw your video and I commented. I was thinking that too. I think the favor is going to be Brock because that's what's up saying Brock Lesnar retiring this year. And I don't know if it's at SummerSlam or not, but I was like, Gunther and Brock's definitely a SummerSlam match for sure. For sure. But then it made me worried. I was like, oh, is Oba going to win at Mania? Because I was like, is Brock going to take back-to-back L's and then leave? That'd be kind of wild. Yes, Braun interference can definitely happen. I think so too. Hey, WJC, what's up? How's your day going? How are you? How's life? But yeah, I definitely think Braun could interfere too. Because I'm kind of like, I don't see Seth just losing cleanly to Gunther either. I'm not saying that's a bad thing if he did, but it would kind of shock me, to be honest. And I feel like they built Gunther so strongly in terms of him retiring everyone I love. So I feel like it'd be kind of crazy to just have him lose at WrestleMania. You know? I'd just be like, what's going what's going on here? I don't know. It's time. And my Mariah Carey voice. Here we go. Then no forever together. Here we go, guys. Here we go. I hope Smackdown is like amazing because people were ready to put out the pitchforks last Friday. Last Friday got real rocky. Last Friday got real rocky. Here we go. It did. It was crazy online. Triple H. Oh my gosh! I went on Twitter the weekend. Well, yeah, after I got off here Friday, I went on Twitter. I felt so bad for Triple H. You would have thought people were gonna like go like physically take Triple H out of Gorilla and get him. I was like, Jesus Christ, guys. Like I'm upset too, but like, hey. Like, and I think too, I don't feel like people like realize everything doesn't run through Triple H. It's not, Triple H isn't Vince. It's not the same. Back in the day, Vince was like in charge. A lot of stuff is TKO too, especially media, celebrity stuff. I think TKO plays a heavy part in that. I don't know. They be making me feel bad for Triple H on Twitter. They be having this one video where they're just like, I feel Triple H, and it's like Josh Peck, and I be like, oh my god. I felt so bad for that man. I hate that for him. Here we go. Well, at least everyone is talking about WWE. I agree. Because I see people too talk about Speed and other celebrities. I don't mind Speed. I think out of everyone, I think Speed's actually somebody that brings eyes to the product. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of kids love Speed, and people like Speed in general, just in terms of like streamings and stuff. Streaming. Out of all the celebrities, I think they put Speed in a storyline too that makes sense. I feel like it fits his character, and it just fits even like kids and stuff coming in to watch WWE. I think they've done a good job with Speed and that. And Speed actually has been training to wrestle, so I don't mind it. No, I told you. I saw people mad that like Little Yachty's with like Trick. I didn't mind that either, because I feel like when they were in the ring together, their chemistry was so good. They were just like, he was like, Ginger Root. He was like, get him. I was like, this is great. It's great. At least these celebrities actually like wrestling. Yes. They could have got somebody that hated wrestling. So I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Oh God, he was so funny to me. Same. He was he was not jelly rolling him. No, he was cracking me up. But I like Little Yachty though. I like him. Him and Trick are really good together for sure. Hi, Kevin. Speed is great at selling. He is. Speed's really great at selling. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Yo, I think Jelly Roll is a wrestler. I'm convinced. He be having mad appearances lately. Uh, how do you feel about them adding EO into the Rhea and Jade feud? I saw a lot of uproar about that too. I feel like everybody be angry, and I just be like, "This is interesting." Rhea Ripley, because I feel like I be watching wrestling, and I'm just like, "Oh, cool! This adds another layer to this." And then you go online, whole different situation. People just be angry, and I'm like, "Whoa, guys! Whoa! Let's all calm down." Because I feel like Adam Yoan made Jade and Rhea a little more interesting for me. And I feel like you needed to do something to add more heat to their feud, because their feud, for me, It's not as good as it could be. For me, I feel like it has the potential to be a lot better. So I'm not mad at this. I already think Rhea's gonna beat Jade anyway, so they did EO like Orton did Stephanie McMahon. literally, literally. Triple H probably in the back having PTSD. He's like, why did we come up with this? They've been beating Rhea down too every week. Just pick her up, slam. And I'm like, golly gee. I knew I forgot something. I made it short about Jade and her faction. I forgot to post today. No, that's okay. That's okay. There's tomorrow, and it works out anyway because you're getting more to add onto your short because something else is about to happen. So there you go. No, Ed, it's a lot to keep up with. Trust me, I understand. It's a lot. It's a lot to remember. Rhea has gotten lean. She has. She slimmed down a lot. She looks really good. EO is def turning on Rhea. Oh, you think so? I'm hoping they add a Asuka and EO match at WrestleMania. I do want a triple threat too. EO, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. We'll see what happens. I wonder if EO's gonna fight Jade tonight or something. She's in her gear. I'm here for EO versus Jade. That'd be good. Ooh. Dun 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 dun. I still think Jade should win at Mania. And I'm not even gonna lie. As soon as Rhea won Elimination Chamber, I was like, oh, she's taking the belt. I feel like I don't know. I feel like Rhea they've held off on her having a belt, I will say, for a while. But I feel like she's gonna be Jade. Especially when they've been doing it, them just getting her every week. The 3-on-1. I think she's gonna lose the belt. I do think it's kind of crazy how they kept teasing Charlotte and Jade, but then they didn't do it. I kind of thought like Charlotte was gonna win Elimination Chamber. Well, be in it. I was shocked that she wasn't in it. So I don't know. Maybe down the road. Main event. All right, that's gonna get crazy then. Oh, you called it. EO wants Jade. Yeah, I was like, oh, she's in her ring gear. It's about to get spicy. When the ring gear comes out, they're ready to brawl. Bailey and Alexa's gonna be good. That's gonna be really good. It just feels a win for Jade would do more for her. A win for Rhea would just be another win for her. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. Especially like with the faction that Jade has now. I feel like it does make sense for her to win. And I feel like it would do more to elevate B-Fab and Michin, especially on SmackDown as like competitors. It would just be more interesting. And it's also like Jade hasn't really fought in everyone she could have, especially the Charlotte thing. They kept teasing that. So you could do that. I don't know. I would be shocked if Rhea Ripley lost. I would be so shocked. I do hope that they add Julia to the card because I'm like, why isn't she having a match? I agree. Jade has to win at WrestleMania though. Yeah. I feel like with SmackDown, I kind of lose faith in things. I feel like on Raw, I'm just like, yeah, Raw's been really good. I feel like with SmackDown, it's a lot of curveballs, or I'll think something's gonna happen that kind of makes sense to me, and then they kind of do the opposite. So I don't know. I wouldn't be against Jade retaining against Rhea though, because it opens the door for more storylines. And to be honest, a big one, I wanted to see Charlotte and Alexa kind of have it out with Jade and kind of like feud for the title, have tension. I feel like that would have been a good storyline if they did that too. You know, they're gonna put Julia on next SmackDown. I hate that for her. I think Julia never gets to like be on the pay-per-views, and I don't understand why. Carmella wasn't really either. It's like, hey, carry SmackDown for tonight. See ya, peace out. And I really hate that for them. Especially Carmelo. Carmelo was carrying with that belt. I don't know. But to be honest, I do see Trick Williams being Sami Zayn. I feel like they're gonna book Trick Williams better than they did Carmelo. And I don't think Carmelo was booked badly at all. I wish he had more storylines outside of Ilya, or I feel like we would get teased storylines with Carmelo, but then it wouldn't really do anything. Like the Tama Tonga. I was like, what's going on here? I wanted to see Tama Tonga and Carmelo have a storyline. It would have been good. It's SmackDown on at the normal time. I don't see them. Hey, what's up? Hi. Yeah, it's on. It's on right now. I don't know if you want me to tell you what happened or not. I got you if you do. But yeah, it's on. It's on right now. I thought for sure we were gonna get Charlotte and Jade. Tell me about it. I did too. They kept doing those little like bombastic side eye, you know, like walk by. And I was like, oh, okay, definitely. But no. I was shocked. I was shocked even like Charlotte not being in a Elimination Chamber. That threw me off. That threw me for a curve. I was like, hey, I gotta stop making up these little fake storylines. And then I'm just like, oh, okay, guys. The fact Carmelo isn't at Mania is a shame. Ed, don't get me started. I'm not the hugest Samuel Zayn fan. He just doesn't do it for me. I'm sure he's a great man. I think it's more so his gimmick. I think I'm just like, Samuel, you are not an underdog. Wrap it up. But the only cool thing with this with me, I'm like, it kind of helps to push Trick more. And then I would hope we get Trick and Mello next. But I would have rather have seen Trick and Mello at WrestleMania. It's a better story to me. I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to be optimistic. But I kind of hate it how like was it last week? It was last week. Dang, that's why people were mad because they did a lot of stuff that we were upset about. I kind of hated how they kind of gave me false hope with Carmelo being added in at Mania, and they just snatched it. They were just like, jokes on y'all. He's not going there. And I hate that because he was really carrying with that title. He's doing an amazing job. I don't know. It sucks. It really sucks. But hopefully next year, I guess. Well, I wouldn't even mind if they threw a curveball and added him in, but we'll see. Justice for Melo. Oh, and you know what? Y'all know like in NXT when Carmelo had like the jerseys hung up and then they would just drop. I low-key wanted them to do that on SmackDown with everybody he's beaten. Like when he's doing the United States Open Challenge and he comes out like the next week. I wanted all the jerseys to drop of the people he fought before. And it was just like bam. And then show the persons who he's about to fight jersey. Drop it. It would have cooked. Yo, Carmelo's too good to not be utilized. What's up, David? I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm sorry if I'm not. I agree. I hate that he's not on the card. Like he's so good, and like especially like his United States championship run was good. Like I looked forward to his matches. Like and SmackDown for me, if I'm gonna be honest with y'all, SmackDown's been really hard for me to watch the last few weeks. It's not terrible, but I think in comparison to NXT and then Raw, and then the end of the week with SmackDown, it's kind of like, man, because some stuff I'm just like, yeah, yeah, guys, okay. The jersey in the rafters, yeah, I love that with Carmelo, and I wanted them to do it so badly. I was just like, it's right in your hand, it's right in your hand. Just beat the person next week, jersey. And then I wanted them to burn the jersey how he used to burn up the jersey of like whoever he's about to get in the ring with. He had a fan out of me with that. I love that. But I'm kind of like, I'm excited to see Trick and Mello if that's next. I don't mind it. It's pronounced like David, but just with a T sound at the end. Oh, I'm sorry. Dave. Dave. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm not slow. I promise. I don't want to say your name wrong. David. David. Is that it? It's okay if I'm wrong. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I'm just a girl. I'm trying. Who do y'all think's gonna win the women's tag team championships at Mania? I think it's gonna be the Bellas. But then I saw something online saying not Nikki, Brie Bella might be injured, and I was like, ooh, I hope she's good. But yeah, I really thought Carmelo was gonna head into WrestleMania as a champion. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Who did you think? I'm not saying who did you think. Who would you have wanted to see Carmelo face as champion at Mania? If anybody from any brand, actually, let's spice it up. Any brand. They were definitely like doing the Ilya Dragunov storyline a lot. He's another one. I feel like he should be in the main card. That's my man's. I love Ilya Dragunov. Mm-hmm. The Bellas, and then they drop it at Backlash. Ooh, who do you think they're gonna drop it to at Backlash? I low key, I wanted the women's match to have a stipulation. I wanted to be ladder or TLC, but you know, maybe next time. Mello versus Trick versus Ilya. Oh my gosh, you're speaking my language. That would be such a good match. Ooh, the thought of it. They need to run that immediately. Sorry for my reaction. That was a lot, but that would cook. Cook. That would have been a good triple. It would have, right? That's an amazing idea. That would be a top tier wrestling match right there. Now they're going a bunch of rants today. I kind of wish Bailey got booked better too. I feel like Bailey's booking's been kind of crazy sometimes, and I kind of want to see Bailey still be crazy. I wanted to see what that was gonna like. The payoff for that was gonna be. I think Lash and I probably get it back. I hope. I hope. I like Lash and I as a tag team a lot, but I'm also interested to see Lash and Nia when they break up because their match in NXT was really good. I was I was really like interested in the match. So when they do their split and they feud, that's gonna be amazing. And I've loved the way like Lash has been booked. Like I feel like just her, you know, singles competition when she does stuff. I feel like she's booked very dominantly, and I love that for her. Like her booking's been pretty solid to me. I'm kind of waiting on Charlotte and Alexa to break up. I'm kind of shocked they haven't yet. Uh oh. Not them showing off. Nia did Lashley during the match. She did. She did. And like it was wild. A lot of people were mad that Last Legend lost. I wasn't, because I feel like Lash got showcased in that match against Nia Jax really well. Like you don't see a lot of people just throwing around Nia Jax like that. And I thought Lash was really giving it to her. And it was shocking because it's something you don't see every day. You don't see people just tossing Nia Jax around ever. Very seldom. And I was like, oh snap. But it was dope. It was dope. I'm excited for Lash, like her future. I think it's gonna be fire. Just me, oops. Day one, it's just me, oops. Day one, it's just my bad. I had a Cricket Wireless commercial with Jay Uso. Exactly. Yeah, I'm excited to see Lash and Nia Jax running back. That was a good match. I kind of wanted their feud to go on a little bit longer in NXT, to be honest, too. But now we can see them feud on the main roster, which is gonna be fire. So I'm okay with that. I can't wait to see who Royce Keys is gonna fight. I have this. I feel like it's gonna be freaking Kit Wilson. I just feel it. I feel like it's gonna be Kit Wilson. I feel like Royce is gonna come out there and he's gonna be like, guys, thanks for having me here. I'm excited. And then you're toxic. Fight. Who gets caught up first? Soul or Zarya? Oh my gosh. I'm making this so much more dramatic than it needs to be. I feel like looking at it, it makes sense that Soul Ruka would come up because she's more known. Because I feel like they did a great job at really showcasing Soul Ruka and like just her abilities and everything of her. Like she was in a lot of stuff main roster wise, so a lot of people are more familiar with Soul, which I love the way they showcase her because back in the day that was not the case. You just kind of finish out your last match of pay per view and then you're on. So I think they're doing good at showcasing Soul. Particularly, I'm not saying they're not with Zarya, but Soul has kind of been like boom out there. But with the feud with Zarya, I do want Zarya to beat Soul. I hope their next match that they have, I hope Soul wins. Even at Stand Deliver, I thought that Soul Ruka was going to come up to the main roster, honestly. So on Tuesday when Zarya attacked Soul, I was kind of like, oh. I was kind of like, I wouldn't have minded if Zarya had won at Stand and Deliver against Soul if they were still going to continue their feud. But I'm also excited because this does a good job at building Zarya into a major heel, which I've wanted to see for a while. What do you think, though? That was a long answer. My bad. Yeah, that triple threat would be a banger. The secondary title is known to be the Workhorse Championship. It would. It would. That triple threat would be fire. I feel like SmackDown has a lot of good people that could carry the mid card titles too. Toxic. You're toxic. He wasn't growing me. At first I was kinda like, I'm cool. But he grew me. I like that man. I like that man. That man's pretty cool. I'm waiting for Nia Jackson and Lash Legend to come out and just mess up the whole match. Them as a tag team is terrifying. The way they just come in and they just Lash, especially when Lash just knocks people out. Especially Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss, she fights for her life with Lash Legend. I just be like, oh no. Yeah, Soul already has a lot of buzz. Kind of wanted Zarya to take the W though too. Me too. I was kind of like, if you guys were going to continue, I wouldn't have minded if Zarya won. But I'm also not mad because it makes I'm kind of like 50-50 because I'm also like it makes sense if you're going to continue it on because it makes sense for Zarya to be so mad and bitter and then to come attack Soul again. I was kind of like, okay. But I do want Zarya to win the next one. I wouldn't mind if they run it back 3 times. Well, not 3 times. Well, it'd be 2 more times. But I wouldn't mind, Zarya. And then I wouldn't be mad if the last match is a stipulation. I feel like they have so much animosity. You could do it. I agree, but I hope Soul and Zarya can reunite as a tag later down the road on the main roster. That'd be good. That'd be good. They were a really good tag team. I'd be here for that. But what Let's say like Sol Ruka could come up right now. Would y'all want her on Raw or SmackDown? Another one that shocked me is JC. I just knew in my heart JC Jane was gonna be on the main roster. I was like, oh hey, what's up? Are you still here? Zarya is more morally right in the story, even though Zarya snapped over the last month. I agree. I agree. Sol Ruka was like super selfish. I feel like I love them both, but I agree. And I like the way they did Zarya and Soul because it's like I feel like it took a bit, but I feel like it added up for Zarya to be so angry with her, and it's like she's just constantly overlooked. I was like, I like the way you guys did this. JT needs a call up to SmackDown. Yeah, Soul on SmackDown would be fire. It would be fire. JC needs a call up too. Yes. I'm kind of at the point with JC. I'm like, I don't know what else there is for her to do. I wouldn't mind if she is gonna stay there, I wouldn't mind if they break up Fatal Influence and like run her and Fallon. Because I really like Fallon Henley too. Other than that, kind of like I don't know what else she could do. She's accomplished everything. And I love that for her too, because I wasn't a huge JC Jane fan. When she won the title, I was just like, she proved me wrong. Wholeheartedly proved me wrong. I am sold 100% on her now. Like she was really caring. I would like to see her call up too. There's a lot of people in NXT I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind seeing Kalani Jordan get a call up. I feel like she's been at NXT forever. And I really like her as a heel right now. But it's also funny because it's like, oh, you're so cute and adorable. And then she's just mad all the time. I kind of forget that Soul knocked Zarya off the ladder to get the North American title. Yeah. That video package of Soul and Zarya, that had me amped for their match. I was already in, but I was like, oh, I love this. But no. Yeah, Soul has done a lot of things for me where I'm like, Zarya's justified. I get it. I definitely get it. Fallon is so good too. Thank you, Ed. I love Fallon Henley. I love Fallon Henley so much. She is so good. Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh, snap. The drama. I hope they do Bailey and Charlotte next week or on Raw. That would be good. Bliss is getting the heck out of there. I would too. I don't blame her. She's gonna get jumped. I would feel like Alexa Bliss fights for her life. Wholeheartedly fights for her life. Oh snap. Samuel Zane strikes again. But if I'm being honest, I think Trick is gonna win at WrestleMania and then Sammy's gonna full blown turn heel. And I'm not mad at it. I do want Trick to have his moment, but Sammy's a hater. There's a gingerbread man strikes again. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, who y'all think he is? Who you are? Karen, is that sir? Sir. My bad, my bad. It'd be cool if Zarya Soul have a series of matches. Having a mean rivalry gives the wrestle more clout. Every greats have a meaningful rivalry building a wrestler's momentum. No, I agree. It would be fire for sure. It would be fire because they would cook. They would cook in a series of matches. Hi Ryan. How are you? He is wearing a gingerbread shirt. I saw. I was cracking. They're so funny. I love this gimmick together. I like Trick and Lil Yai together. I'm here for it. Catering is that way is crazy. Like, sir, you are here temporarily. You are a guest in this house. Catering is that catering is that way is insane. Like, don't say that to my boy like that. That is crazy. At least now we know we're officially gonna get Trick and Mellow. They're building the story bit by bit. They're giving me hope. They're giving me hope. But Ilya Dragunov and Trick would be good too because Trick Williams can talk really crazy to Ilya because Trick took the title off the Ilya in NXT. So that'd be good to go down memory lane with that too. I wonder too if Little Yachty's just gonna be with Trick until Mania, or if they're gonna do it after Mania too. I'm curious. I don't mind them together. I feel like they work. I'm not mad at it one bit. Drew McIntyre. Golly. Drew does not play any games. Man, disrespectful. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, what? Drew's cold blooded. You're from in the jail? It's crazy. This is nuts. Drew is really tripping. This is why I like him though. Who else is gonna do this? This is crazy work. What? Drew. This match is gonna be so good. I just can't even wait. Dang. Hey Jacob, I'm gonna beat you behind. You're a criminal. You suck. And you're gonna be back in jail. Like, Drew, what? Drew can definitely cut it from. He can. That was amazing. Not my two faves. That was amazing. He said, "You low down, dirty criminal." Ooh, not the gang's all back together. What? Oh, snap. Run it back. Let's run it back. Oh my gosh. The spot you got your teeth marked. That was crazy. Ooh. Oh, they got me. They got me. Jacob and Solo was one of my favorite storylines on SmackDown. I'm so excited. The Rock. I'm The Rock right now. Heck yeah. Drew's gonna come out and wash Jacob. That was good. That's what I like to see. Sorry. Drew. Oh, I like this. Solo's always gold. I love you, Solo. I love Solo Sokoa so bad. And it's crazy because I be saying it and people be hating on Solo. Solo is goaded. I love Soul Squad Bad. That's my man's. Oh damn. Yes, that was good. Oh, they're showing the Royce Keys package. I'm happy Royce Keys has been able to like turn his life around, but it makes me really sad for him. He looks like he's been through a lot, you know? Cause I saw like this and I saw parts of the what's her story thing with Stephanie. He looks like he's had like a hard upbringing. I kind of felt for him. I'm happy he's been able to turn things around and like, you know, come out better for himself. So I was like, oh, I hope he gets a good push though. I'm trying to think besides Kit Wilson, who's somebody that man could debut against? Because I feel like he's about to have a squash match. Oh, Royce, I didn't notice about him in AW. Right. Yeah, I watched this like a little bit before I got on. They posted it on Twitter, I think. Early, yeah, they posted on Twitter. I felt really bad for him. He's had like a rough life. And then they had the clips of like he was on Stephanie McMahon's podcast and he was like breaking down and saying about things he had to go through and stuff. I really felt for him. I was like, I hope he like gets all the good things for sure. WWE is really good at highlighting these type of things. They are. WWE makes you really like rally behind people, like really bad. I just be like, oh snap. They're good at building a story and like showing you, someone's upbringing and like I feel like it makes them more personable too. Because it's like you have people that are like, you might have people at home right now that want to be wrestlers and they're watching like a Royce Keys, and it's just like, oh, I can come out of where I'm at and be like him. I feel like that's dope to like see that. That was how I always feel too with like the Bianca Belairs of the world because growing up, not the whatever, but growing up, you don't really see a lot of like black female wrestlers dominate as much as you do right now. So I feel like now I love the fact that you're seeing that, and it's like you have these like girls growing up that see Biancas and Jades and Naomi's, and it's like, oh, I could do that. Especially for me, like I didn't see a lot of that growing up. Like we had certain people, but it was nowhere near the diversity we have right now. So I love that for like the next generation coming forward. I think it's good inspiration for sure. Oh god, I thought Royce was getting that make a difference promo was crazy. Oh my gosh. No. I feel like they keep showing like, his story because I feel like in AW, you don't really know much about him. It's kind of like, oh, I'm a Samoa Joe. I'm the big guy. You know what I mean? You never I didn't mean to play him like that. But you don't really know him on like individual level the way you're kind of getting introduced to him right now. I'm nervous as he is. I feel like he's about to fight a jobber. I think it's about to be a squash match. Like how they're building Oba. I think they're about to do that with Royce Keys. I think somebody's gonna come out. He's gonna be like, ah, and he's gonna dominate, and then boom, over, wrap it up. I do want him in a feud though, for sure. I want to see him do promos too. I want it all. I want it all. Yes, and all different personalities. Yes, literally, especially Naomi. I feel like Naomi's characters throughout her career have been so different than like what you might see or what people call like stereotypical. And like Athena's another one. There's a lot of them. But yeah, the New Day, we had like a debate on like the greatest tag team and like the greatest black tag team. And it was like Kai and Rage. They brought up how like the New Day has like a different gimmick instead of like the stereotypical things we might see from like black tag teams, and how they have like the nerdier thing and it's cool. I was like, that's a good point. It's a good point. So yeah, I'm here for it for sure. Now he started talking about the hood, I got nervous. Oh my gosh. No, he has been for I don't want to say a bit, but he was on What's Her Story with Stephanie McMahon, and he was talking about his upbringing and things like that. And I was like, oh no, you know what I mean? Because like you don't know you're finding out for the first time. I was like, dang. But it puts like that little empathy there for you because you want him to win. But it's like personable because you have a lot of people that might want to be wrestlers or people that may be where he used to be at, and they're like looking at him, and it's like, oh, if he can make it, I can make it. And I feel like you need that. I feel like people need to see people that are like relatable to them too. It gives people hope. I'm not saying wrestlers are all supposed to be role models or anything, but I think it's nice to like have that bit of hope and like, oh, I can make it out too. If he can do it, I can do it. I think that's cool. I hope he has like a good career and he gets a good push. I feel like there's a lot of potential there for him. Where's Keys? If you ever see this, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. Exactly. Yeah. I feel like wrestling has come a long way in terms of like diversity. Representation is it is. It is. That's one of the reasons like I really rallied behind Bianca Belair because I love Bianca Belair anyway, but I respect how big she is on representation. Like for like younger black girls. Like even her Mania entrance where she'll have like locals like clubs come and like do stuff, and I think and they'll have them a part of her entrance. Like I love that woman. Not trick. Matt Cardona be going through it. Matt Cardona be going through it. Heck yeah. Jacob and Tama is gonna cook. I hope things pick up with like the men's tag division on SmackDown. They have so many good tag teams. Los Garza is such a good tag team. I be want them to be on every week. I just be like, oh, not this week, okay. All right, guys. Berto's tattoo looked real, lol. It does, right? I be looking at him, I'm just like, is that real? Being from Africa, I look at Oba and I'm like, wow, growing up African. Oh, I didn't know he was gonna fight them. I'm sorry, that was rude of me. I didn't think Royce was about to fight. Why did I? I'm not slow, y'all. I promise. I don't know why I didn't connect the dots that he was about to fight him. I hope it's not a squash match because Berto's really good. Being from Africa, I look at Oba and I'm like, wow, growing up, African aesthetic was super gimmicky, so it's cool to see the changes today. That's dope. I love that for you. And it's cool too because people have gravitated to Oba so hard. I've been watching Oba since he was in NXT. I've always loved Oba. And it always amazes me the way like the main roster and the crowds have just like took on to Oba. Like I was already there, because I love him, but I'm so happy that he's able to just get the reception and the reaction he gets from the crowd. Especially like, a lot of people don't watch NXT as much as I always forget. A lot of people don't watch NXT as much as I do. So it's nice seeing him get that reception from the crowd, especially what gets these when they pan the cameras during Raw and people are doing the Opa walk with him. I just be smiling like I'm his family member, and I'm just like, oh, he did it. But I love that like you are able to see representation through Oba. I think that's dope. And I feel like Oba is like a good person to look at for representation. Honestly, like he has the whole. I could be biased. I love Oba for me. He's one of my favorites, but I feel like Oba has everything to me. Literally everything. He got effed up. Not he got effed up. Oh my gosh. Berto, oh, fight back. Berto, fight back. Berto, fight back. Oh gosh. Yes, help your cousin. Don't let him do that. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. I I love Lost Garza so much. I hate this for them. That's right. I know Royce is gonna win, but fight back, Berto. He just got here for real. He just got it. He just got here for real. Y'all been here. And Oba is great on the mic. The crowd will be nicely surprised. And I want to see Oba and Brock so bad. Don't get me wrong. It bothers me a little bit that they do not let Oba talk, because Oba's so good at promos. Like, you already feel it when, you know what I mean? It's enough that Oba's coming out and he's threatening the men. You know, he's about to face like, tonight, you will not. It's a bit much, right? I wish, like, even on Raw Monday, I wanted Oba and Brock to do promo so bad. I was like, oh my gosh, you guys don't even know what you're missing. Like, you're already spooked. You're already scared of Oba because it looks crazy. When y'all hear this man on the microphone, it's like you feel every word Oba's saying. When Oba's just like, I'm the ruler, you're like, heck yeah, you are. You know, you tighten up. And you tighten up a lot. Jeez Louise. All right, my bad. I was locking in. I'm a sucker for a good running power slam. Same. I hope I'm kind I'm kind of like, who could y'all see, like, well, who would you want to see Royce Keys go up against on SmackDown? Like a legit feud. Oh, Pat. What does that say? Saving the business one RKO after an... Boy, bye. Hello, Governor, as well. I'm trying so hard to be optimistic. I really am. Royce versus Rusev. If Rusev gets dropped to SmackDown, of course, that would be good. That would be really good. Jelly Roll is technically not a WWE employee. That is true. Oh, do you think Jelly Roll and Pat are gonna have a match next Friday? People are gonna have a field day with this. I already see the videos made now. Why is there so much celebrity involvement? I don't understand. I'm already preparing myself for when I scroll what I'm gonna see in the morning. They're probably cooking Triple H up right now as we speak. All right, why is McAfee acting like hot? Yeah. And you know what? I'm trying to be optimistic with the whole Pat McAfee thing. I really am. Promise. I can't. I feel like I try to be optimistic anyway, just me and life in general. But, I am a wrestling fan as well. Cody and Randy is my one storyline for all of WrestleMania that I really was like on the edge of my seat. I wanted to see Randy and Cody for so long. So the Pat McAfee edition kind of bothered me because I feel like it kind of became centered around Pat McAfee. And Randy and Cody have so much history that you could tap into. And it's hard. Oh my gosh, no, they're going to have a tag team match. Cody and Jelly versus Randy and Pat, right? I don't know. Because I wanted Cody and Randy for so long. And it's like, I feel like this was the one thing where like the story writes itself. And I just wanted it for so long. I'm sure a lot of people have, but it's hard for me to like pretend I'm excited about Pat McAfee in the storyline with Cody and Randy. I'm trying to find the brighter side, but it's hard. But I'm also kind of like maybe Cody and Randy are gonna fight again. I would be upset, honestly, if Randy loses at WrestleMania. A part of me feels like it's a strong possibility at this rate because there's so much that could happen now. The storyline's different, and we've yet to see Randy pull out a punt kick. But I feel like it makes sense for Randy to win at WrestleMania, but I don't know. Build up to WrestleMania hasn't been great except for Drew versus Jacob. Yeah, that Drew McIntyre promo was nuts just now. You're gonna come back to where you've always been. Sir, what? Excuse me? Excuse the heck out of me? To be honest though, I've enjoyed Stephanie and Liv. I haven't minded that. My thing too, I don't really care for. I don't like when they do like maybe because I'm old. I don't know. I noticed they kind of do more like video package promos when like they're in the building. Like I'm just like, why are we? You guys could get in the ring together and do this, right? No? Okay. Who else? Oba and Brock, I haven't minded. I just wish they let them talk. And I feel like Monday, it just cut off very abruptly, which I wasn't crazy about. The good thing for me, I feel like the WrestleMania card, if you take the build out of it and you just look at the matches, the match card is really good. It's just the builds. I agree, the builds could be a lot better. And I feel like a lot of stuff where I feel like the builds could be a lot better are like the matches that like you would think the builds would be better for. So it's kind of like weird. Ooh, who's gonna interrupt you? Royce Keys? It's gonna be somebody. They love interrupting backstage on Smackdown. All they had to do was coast. Orton could have punted Cody and he's out till WrestleMania. I don't know, LOL. I agree. I feel like Randy and Cody didn't need interference. If you did, obviously Ted DiBiase Jr. was my pick. I know Cowboy Bob Orton wouldn't turn heads for a lot of people. They'd probably be mad. But I wouldn't have minded Cody and Randy having somebody interfere if it made sense to their story. I wouldn't have been mad. Solo's on a roll tonight. I wouldn't have been mad though if they did the Authority storyline with Randy and Cody, because that was right there. They basically showed that they knew about it and remembered because they had Stephanie on Raw Monday. And I was like, oh, no. But I think two stories, Cody's promos, not Cody, Randy's promos kind of like threw everything off too for me. Because the one thing he's like, I'm going to show, Cody, WWE is more than one royal family. But I guess he's talking about himself now because Pat Pat McAfee does not, I believe, have any family that were wrestlers. So, but I also had this idea, right? You know how like a lot of us are cheering Randy Orton when we shouldn't be. I was like, what if they had this? They had this idea. Let's add Pat McAfee, and they'll start to boo him. I'm still not gonna boo Randy. I'm gonna boo Pat McAfee, but not Randall. Can't boo Randall. That's my man's. I don't know. There's so much going on here. I heard that like Pat McAfee song. True, match card awesome, but I feel like there's a slight insecurity in there. Sort of like they're piggybacking on the card and ignoring the storytelling aspect. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly with that. It's I don't know, like I'm trying to think. They messed up Randy and Cody for me, if I'm gonna be honest. I keep going back to that, but that was my one where I was like, oh my gosh, this is the one. They mess up anything else. You can't mess up Randy and Cody. They said, let me tell you how I can. Um Jade and Rhea has not been what I thought it could be. And it's really disappointing. I feel like all the really main titles, the big title matches that should be built really crazy, they've kind of been lackluster for me. Even I feel like Roman and CM Punk could be way crazier than it is. But I think what's missing too, I feel like back in the day, you would see like, where's my charger? Oh, my bad, I had to get my computer charger. But I feel like back in the day, you would see like you would see like crazy stuff, like somebody's breaking somebody's house or whatever. And now it's like nope, we're just gonna stay here. And I'm like, go break into somebody's house, y'all. Give me something to work with here. True match card, awesome, but I feel like there's this. Oh, I read that. My bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pat McAfee, CM Punk. CM Punk already told us he's here to make friends. He's here to make money, not friends. Ooh, that's crazy. Pat didn't have to do CM like that. He didn't. He's kind of spitting though. Oh snap! Oh, where are we gonna get Pat McAfee and CM Punk next? Golly. Bag of Bones is wild work. I just noticed the back of his shirt. That's so funny. Why is he shit on the card? He really is. He really is. And it's funnier because everybody's more mad about him being in this than anything else on the card. Oh my gosh. See what I mean? I was literally talking about this earlier. They keep having crazy deals. Hmm. They're trying so hard to solve Mania. Ed is crazy. It's nuts. It's been bad because I have a ticket for WWE World too, and they literally sent me a ticket because at first I was gonna go to just night one of Mania because I was kind of like Sunday. They sent me what did they do? Yeah, they sent me a thing for if you had a ticket for WWE World, they gave you a percentage off. It was like 35% off. And I got my ticket for Sunday. It was way cheaper to buy the individual days too. But the problem too, you have the resellers on there acting like fools. I feel like the day of Mania, that week of, those ticket prices are gonna drop astronomically. And I low key feel like they're gonna try to make WrestleMania be like one of the best WrestleManias ever because people didn't come. It's gonna be like, look at what you missed. Next year you'll come. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see Cody Rhodes in my life. Such an odd promo though. Dude said don't watch on Sunday. Literally, because I wasn't even gonna go Sunday. I'm going to both nights now, but I was gonna go to Saturday because I'm going to Raw too. Because I was gonna go to SmackDown, but I was like, Raw after Mania is always better than SmackDown before Mania. I've noticed. The last couple of years, well, just in general, but the last couple of years, I noticed it's been really good. So I was like, I'll do that instead. Because a lot of stuff for night two wasn't selling me, but then they put out Oba and Brock was gonna be, and I was like, if I was Cody, I would just run down there and start hitting that man. Like you ran your lips while Randy attacked me. You got to get attacked now. Oh, he can't. They made up a rule. But Cody's the champion. Cody said that Nick Aldis works for him a few months ago. So you got to just do what you got to do. Take my freedom. I built my kingdom. My dream in my mind. You'll follow me into the end. I am my kingdom. Lights go down. I'm ready now to this fool fall off the town. Gonna give them what they came to see. Lay the crown on the floor. The singing. Whoa! Cody's entrance is fire. It's wild. Randy's had like 3 renditions of the RKO shirt. I noticed. Pat has that one. They had one together last Friday with him and Randy, and then Randy had the original one after he like beat the brakes off of Cody. Oh my gosh, McAfee legit can't ship. Yeah, I'm surprised that they let Pat McAfee have like a 30-minute segment. I'm just talking. I was like, oh, I cannot wait to go online and see the reaction to this. It's gonna be crazy. Cody's about to cook him up. Oh, not do their insurance. Ooh, Mr. Rose is cooking him up. Thank you, Daddy's wild. Cody is cooking. I love a good passionate Cody promo. You know he is on fire when the list the list. No, I agree. When Cody's riled up, you get his best work. This promo was amazing. Cody said everything that we felt. Wispy lips is wild. Oh, forget us. All right, Pat. Go home, Pat Chance. Not don't Pat. I'm cracking up. Ooh. Oh snap. Ooh. Reel it back in a little. No, because this just got really wild. Not dragging Jelly to the ring. Tapping out. We aren't gonna feel bad for Jelly Roll. Yeah, I don't. I kind of was like, oh my gosh, Randy punt kick him. I really hate that. I have so many thoughts. I have so many thoughts. Where did the plot go, man? Where did they all go? Bro, is Cody gonna retain at WrestleMania? It's not looking good. It's not looking good, man. Why? Why? I'm just I'm flabbered. My flabbers are gasted. I'm just flabbergasted. I don't even know what the heck. Like, where does the plot go, man? The pain, the agony, the despair. I hate this. I really do. I'm torn because it's like, it's entertaining. It's entertaining. And I feel like Pat is so raunchy. So the promo part with him and Cody was good. But I'm also just like, why is Jelly Roll and Pat McAfee the focal point for a storyline that didn't need 80 people added in? Not that 80 people's too, but this should be the best. I'm not even gonna start. I'm just gonna go for the ride, man. The go home shows next week are going to be crucial. I'm so like, the one thing I will say, I feel like Raw has been decent for me. Like, you have your things during Raw sometimes where, like, all shows, you know what I mean? Where it's like, I don't know about this segment, but I feel like as a whole, Raw has been hitting for me. Smackdown has been rough watch for me lately, if I'm going to be honest. And I think they really made it more of a rough watch for me because I feel like SmackDown, I don't like the direction they go with a lot of stuff. It's very just like, SmackDown feels very like sometimes they just did stuff on the fly, or they're kind of figuring out as the show goes on sometimes. And I'm like, Even like the main event with Io and Jade, I'm kind of like, I'm happy the women are main eventing. I am, but I'm also kind of like, because the Rhea and Jade storyline hasn't been like hitting for me. And I'm kind of like, okay, well, somebody's gonna get jumped, and then that's it. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't know if I'm a villain. I kind of wanted Jade to beat Io down more, and I know she can't really because Io might have a match at Mania, and then like she has the match today. But I thought it would have been more detrimental if like they really like attack Io crazy, like something crazy. Even tonight, I'm hoping that's the case. I love Io so much, but I feel like to really build their storyline, they need to do something really nuts. Because I'm just not. I don't know. Io and Jade and Rhea has not been doing it for me. And I see the potential it could be, especially adding in Meechin and B-Fab. I was just like, yeah, you know? And I still am, yeah, but I'm more interested in Liv and Stephanie. And I think just as a whole, I think Liv and Stephanie are going to have a really good match. But I think, too, I feel like with the Liv and Stephanie match, you have more so like the aftermath part of it. Because you have like the Judgment Day aspect, right? You have Raquel, you have a Roxanne Perez back who didn't formally give her a response to Liv Morgan's question of how she felt about them throwing out Finn. So you have that. You know what I mean? You have a lot of storylines within storylines outside of Liv and Stephanie. So I'm excited. I do think Liv is going to be Stephanie. And then, you know, they could easily run back Liv and Stephanie, which I wouldn't be mad at because I've liked their storyline. But I'm also just like, you have Raquel who couldn't get the belt, and now her sister, you know, she has the belt. And, you know, Liv has done a lot of things to kind of put herself first before Raquel. So Raquel has every right, in my opinion, to turn on Liv. You have Roxanne Perez, who Liv Morgan was not crazy about. I kind of wouldn't be shocked if Roxanne Perez tries to take Dominic Mysterio in the title from Liv. You have that because, you know, she was giving Dominic Mysterio dry chicken tendies and giving him game consoles. So you have a lot. That's more so my interest. I'm interested in Liv and Stephanie. I am. I'm also interested in the aftermath of Liv and Stephanie because you have so many things that can go down. I'm excited. I'm happy Jay got a little stable going, but the storytelling should definitely be better. I agree. I agree. And I feel like Jade has been I think Jade's been great as a heel. I wish they just had her doing more diabolical stuff. And I love Io, I like Rhea, but I feel like a storyline of this magnitude with those two, it should be like, you know? Not calling us marks is crazy. I am not a mark. CM Punk's promo Monday was so good. I was shocked. People were legit mad at him. It's like, well, you're a hypocrite because I'm like, y'all want them to build a storyline or not? I don't know. I don't know. CM Punk was cooking. I don't even blame CM Punk for bringing up the dog stuff, the dog food. That's easy mo. Like, was this you a couple years ago, buddy? Tied up, eating that chow. CM Punk was cooking. It was a good open up a show. He said nobody's safe. I definitely think Roman's taking the title from CM Punk, though. In the saddle again. I'm back in the saddle again. Jacob has slimmed down so much. I'm excited for Tama Tonga and Jacob. It's gonna be good. Drew McIntyre is gonna wash Jacob Fatu. He's gonna come out and throw that man around. It's gonna be a sight to see. But I really like Drew McIntyre's promo. It was fire. I wonder how much they're gonna beat down Io Sky tonight. I feel like every week they're kind of just lifting Rhea to the heavens, and then they just take her out, and I'm just like, Womp womp womp. I hate that for her. I wonder what else is left besides those 3 matches. I guess they could kind of drag those out. I haven't seen Lash and Nia Jax tonight either. I thought they would come out in that tag match. Because I feel like they love to pop up and just like send you to another planet. Because I really think that Bella Twins are about to win at WrestleMania. I'd be shocked if they don't. I would be super shocked if they didn't win. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm excited for WrestleMania. I know the builds haven't been all that. I know Pat McAfee is just making his rounds, but I'm excited. I think it's going to be good. We have the Moose. I know way too many freaking songs for commercials. It's depressing. WrestleMania having an official truck is nasty. Oh, they've been making trucks for everything. It feels. I feel like they be having trucks for every single thing. I might need to cop that Kit Wilson shirt. Not gonna lie. I've been trying to get the referee fired. Dang. Kit Wilson be so mad. Wake up. Ooh. Finally, I've been wanting to see Danhausen have a match for a minute. I really want Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa to like legit beef, like throw hands, and then have a match. That would be such a good storyline. But I kind of feel like it's like does Tama Tonga like go off on his own, or does Solo? I don't know because it's like outside of the whole MFTs, I feel like Tama Tonga has the most potential to like get pushed for a solo run. So I'm kind of like, Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. We taking it all. We taking it all. I love you, Solo. I'm such a nerd. I love that man. If you couldn't tell. We taking it all. I can't believe Drew McIntyre really said, "You're a criminal. You belong in prison your whole life" to Jacob. That is nasty work. Like, sir, who do you think you are? WrestleMania After Dark with Trick Lash and Tiffany's probably be lit. And Trick's probably gonna have the title. He would be out having a ball. Whoa. Oh snap. I do hope that like John Cena actually hosts WrestleMania too. Cause I noticed they be saying like people are hosts, but they don't really be hosting. You know what I mean? Like they had like Cardi B at SummerSlam. I went to SummerSlam. Um and Cardi B literally came out the one time. She came out the one time and she was like SummerSlam, and she shook the ropes, and then she got out of there. Never saw the lady a day in my life again. And I was like, okay, cool. And then they had Sexy Red on NXT. I feel like we saw glimpses of Sexy Red here and there. But I feel like what it is too, I think me watching wrestling so long, like when they said somebody was hosting, you're hosting. You know what I mean? Like you were all up in the show, all throughout the show. And I feel like now when they say you're hosting, we might see you 3 times. I feel like it would be nuts if they have John Cena host, but you're not hosting. You know what I mean? If they have John Cena, I obviously think Triple H is gonna come out first at WrestleMania and do his whole thing. Welcome to WrestleMania Las Vegas. I do my impersonation. Welcome to Vegas, WrestleMania 41, 42. I'm so tired. I can't remember the day. I'm so out of it. I'm terrible. Redo. Welcome to WrestleMania 42. Are you ready? No, I said, are you ready? And then everybody's gonna be all like, yeah, Triple H. You know what I mean? And then I think I could easily see John Cena's music hitting. But I'm kind of wondering, right? With John Cena, they be having people, the Undertaker pull up on people and like, oh, you're going to Hall of Fame. I kind of wonder if they're gonna sneak get John Cena and tell him he's gonna go in next year. I was curious because I know John Cena's not really like doing stuff. I know he's doing stuff like backstage, if anything. So I was like, I wonder if Undertaker's gonna come and like, you're going to WrestleMania. You're going to WrestleMania in the Hall of Fame next year. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. Oh snap. Oh my gosh. I love when Jacob starts doing the shakes. It's like jeez. But I'm gonna head out. I think I'm gonna go live on TikTok after Smackdown actually, because I keep telling people I'm gonna go live more on TikTok because I haven't as much, and I'm trying to I'm trying to like do both. So I think that's the move. But thank you for coming. I appreciate it as always. I'm gonna try to come live more on YouTube for sure. Bye.